Okay, so have you ever started something new, like maybe heading the gym or finally learning that skill you wanted,
Oh, yeah?
or even just tackling a huge project, right? You start with all this energy.
Totally fired up.
Exactly. And then maybe a week or two later, it just sort of fizzles out. That initial spark is gone.
Happens all the time.
We've all been there, definitely. My forgotten running shoes know that story well. So what is the actual secret to sticking with it? What's the missing piece?
Right.
Well, today in this deep dive, we're really going to unpack something fundamental, something often overlooked, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It's the power of discipline
Yeah.
and how it really does consistently triumph over that feeling we call motivation.
That's such a crucial distinction.
Eh.
And the source material we looked at really hammers this home. Motivation, well, it's that exciting burst,
Yeah.
that passion that gets you started.
Yeah, the fun part.
The fun part, but it's also so fleeting. It can change with your mood, your energy levels, just how inspired you feel right then. Discipline, though, that's different. It's like the steady engine. It's the commitment, the showing up part, no matter how you feel.
Regardless of the emotions whispering at you. That's a really key point. Before digging into this, I definitely relied more on motivation myself.
I think most people do initially.
Yeah, probably. But what I really took away was just how temporary it often is. So our mission today is to explore exactly why discipline is the, let's say, reliable path.
Right, the sustainable path.
Yes, sustainable. And more importantly, how you, listening, can actually cultivate it, drawing on the insights from the material we've been digging into.
Okay.
I like this analogy we found. Think of motivation like the spark that lights a fire. You need it to get going.
Absolutely essential at the start.
But discipline, that's the wood. It's the stuff you have to continuously feed into the fire to keep it burning strong, keep it steady.
Keeps it going long after the spark fades.
Okay.
Okay, so let's break that down. Motivation gets you off the blocks, right? You wake up, you're energized, ready to go.
Yeah, ready to conquer the world.
But based on what we've seen, why does it often fail us? What's the fundamental issue there?
Well, like you said, it's tied so closely to mood, isn't it? How inspired you feel.
Exactly. It's not consistent. It's too volatile, depends too much on things outside your control, or even just your internal whims. It's less about pure willpower and more about just the immediate will to do something right now.
Right. It's not a reliable engine.
Not at all.
Yeah.
So if motivation is just that initial spark, what actually keeps the fire going? What ensures that consistent progress towards a goal?
And that's where discipline really steps in, right? The source is consistently presented as that unwavering commitment, showing up even when you really don't feel like it.
Mm-hmm.
And to make this real, let's look at that powerful example we found. J.K. Rowling.
Yes. Great example.
Before Harry Potter was this global thing, she was a single mother, right? Facing rejection after rejection.
So many rejections.
She wasn't just sitting around waiting for some lightning bolt of inspiration, some big surge of motivation to write.
No, absolutely not. What she did, what she embodied, was pure discipline. She committed. She decided she would write every single day, period.
Even with everything else going on.
Exactly. Her incredible success wasn't really about a sudden flash of genius, though obviously the ideas were brilliant. It was about that relentless commitment. Keep going, chapter after chapter, even when things were incredibly tough, when publishers were saying no.
Day after day, year after year.
Yes, her story is just such a powerful testament to how that consistent, disciplined effort can lead to, well, world-changing results eventually.
It really drives the point home. So, okay, we understand the distinction, but why exactly does discipline win out? The material we reviewed points to, like, 3 core reasons.
Okay.
First, it's about consistency over intensity.
Right. This one's huge.
It's just far more effective to take small, consistent steps every single day than it is to go all out in these intense bursts and then just stop.
Like sprinting and then collapsing.
Exactly. Think of a leaky faucet versus a sudden downpour. That steady drip, 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 day after day, it will eventually fill a bucket.
Much more reliably than a huge storm that comes and goes quickly, leaving you dry again.
Right. Small, consistent actions build something lasting. Those intense, sporadic bursts, not so much.
Okay, that makes sense. What's the second reason?
The second reason is that discipline builds momentum.
Ah, the snowball effect.
Precisely. It's like that subtle shift,
Mhm.
from pushing something really heavy to suddenly it feels like it's almost pulling itself along.
Yeah, yeah.
Each consistent action, even tiny ones, adds a little bit of energy. Pretty soon, you're not just moving, you're gaining speed.
And that progress itself starts to feel good, right? It becomes its own motivator.
Exactly. It propels you forward even when that initial fuzzy feeling of motivation is long gone. It really is like a snowball for your goals.
Gaining mass and speed with every little roll. Okay, got it. Consistency, momentum. What's the third?
And the third one is that discipline creates reliability.
Reliability, meaning dependable.
Yes. It transforms you into someone who can be counted on. Not just when you're feeling great, but always. You become dependable to yourself.
That's a really interesting point. Dependable to yourself.
Yeah, and that's a huge part of achieving anything long-term, I think. It's like you start treating your commitments, your goals, like non-negotiable appointments.
Instead of just optional suggestions based on how you feel that morning.
Exactly right. Okay,
Okay.
so we understand why it's powerful. The big question then becomes, how do we actually build this discipline muscle? It doesn't just happen, right?
No, it definitely takes conscious effort. The sources offer some really practical steps.
Yeah.
The first one is pretty foundational. Create a routine and stick to it.
Ah, routine. This point about removing decision fatigue really struck me.
Yeah, it's powerful.
Instead of waking up and having that internal debate, am I going to exercise today? Do I feel like it? You just decide beforehand. Set a time.
Make it non-negotiable.
Right. Whether it's exercise or writing or studying, whatever your key habit is, commit to that slot every day. No arguing with yourself.
That consistency builds the habit, builds the discipline, almost makes it automatic over time,
Right.
removes the daily battle.
Yeah, like it's just what you do at 7 a.m. Okay, so routine first. What's next?
The second step is about making things feel less daunting. Break your goals into tiny chunks.
Oh, this is crucial. Big goals can feel so overwhelming, can't they?
Totally. They just loom over you, and it makes it so easy to procrastinate because the mountain just looks too high to even start climbing.
That makes so much sense. So instead of, I'm going to write a book, which sounds massive,
Right. Impossible almost.
commit to something tiny like, I'll write 300 words today.
Exactly. Or maybe even just, I'll write for 15 minutes. Something that feels almost too easy.
Yeah. And those small wins, right? Those little micro accomplishments every day, they add up. They fuel that discipline muscle.
And they make the bigger goal feel, well, not just manageable, but almost inevitable if you just keep doing the small thing.
Totally. Okay. Routine, small chunks. What's the third step?
And the third actionable step is to embrace the do-it-now mindset.
Ah, the anti-procrastination weapon.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
When a task comes up, especially one you kind of dread or that feels challenging.
The temptation is always to put it off. I'll do it later.
Right. But the advice here is tackle it immediately. Just get it done.
Procrastination really is the enemy of discipline, isn't it? The more you train yourself to just act right away,
The more discipline becomes your default response.
Yeah.
You're building that reliable engine we talked about.
you just don't give yourself the out. You don't give yourself the option to defer it.
You just do it.
Okay, so let's kind of pull this all together now. Motivation, it's tempting, right? It's exciting, gets all the hype.
Very glamorous.
But ultimately, as we've seen, it's just not reliable. It's like those fireworks, beautiful, dazzling.
And then gone, poof.
Exactly, gone.
And that's the critical takeaway here. Discipline, that's what's going to actually carry you through, especially through the hard times.
Yeah, when you're tired.
When you're discouraged, when you just really want to quit. We all have those days.
Yep.
It's that consistent, sometimes boring, unwavering effort that leads to real, lasting progress. It's what actually connects the dots.
It bridges the gap.
It absolutely does. And that reminds me of that powerful quote from Jim Rohn.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
He said, "Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment."
Simple, but profound.
It really is. It means your goals aren't just these fuzzy wishes or distant dreams floating out there.
They're actual destinations.
Right, they're destinations. And discipline is the solid path, the bridge you build, brick by brick, step by step, day by day, to actually get there.
That is such a strong image to leave people with, a bridge you build yourself. So, okay, our challenge, our encouragement to you listening
Yes.
is this. When that initial burst of motivation inevitably starts to fade, and it will,
It always does.
lean into discipline instead. Feed your fire, like we said, but do it steadily, consistently.
Keep adding that wood.
Keep adding the wood, and watch how your dreams start to become your reality, simply by showing up, staying consistent, pushing forward, especially when you don't feel like it.
That's when it counts the most. So maybe something to really consider is this. How might just one small, consistent step,
Just one.
just one, like committing to only 5 minutes of that task you dread, or maybe immediately tackling that one thing you always put off till later, how might doing that daily start to completely transform a goal that feels huge and overwhelming right now?
Turn it into something achievable.
Exactly. Make it achievable. So the question for you is, what specific small step, what single brick can you lay down today to start building that disciplinary bridge?